Hi, ladies. Today is Saturday, January 4th, 2020. Happy New Year. 25 weeks postpartum, if I'm still doing that. I don't know when you stop saying that. But I'd like to give you my weekly updates. And so here it is. It is 2020, right? That is crazy. And I'm so sad. I don't know if you can tell from the smile, but I'm so sad because I'm going back to work next month in February. I had originally said I would maybe do end of January, early February. I'm definitely going to do early February, not end of January. I wish I didn't have to go. I don't know how you ladies do this. I'm laughing at Michaela on my messy bag, trying to crawl. Do you believe it? She's like here trying to like, hey, look at the ladies. No, you're not gonna. Anyway, guys, and I don't know how you ladies do it. I really don't. Oh my God, working moms deserve all the credit in the world. I mean, this is nothing to belittle stay-at-home moms, but I mean, working moms. I haven't even gone back, and the idea of going back is tearing me apart. Like, I want to literally just ball up and cry in a corner. I hate the idea of not being around her, or her thinking I abandoned her, or her missing me. I hate the idea of, what are you doing? I hate the idea of not being around for her first, well, when she actually, because she can't crawl, but she's trying. And once she actually accomplishes it, I mean, she's not quite 6 months. She'll be 6 months January 8th. So like in 4 days. And, but once she actually accomplishes it, come here. I mean, will I be around, or will I be at work and someone else is witnessing it and not caring, right? Because no one's going to care like I care, unless maybe it's a close family member, but or her dad or something. But it's just like, you shouldn't have to miss those things. You shouldn't have to miss those milestones, the first step, the first word, the first time they crawl. I mean, she can sit up unassisted now. She can sit up. She's trying to like get over to me, and do that. Yes, that's what we do. That's what we do. We happy about pulling mommy's hair. We happy about it. Can we let go? Let go nicely. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Anyway, and we're back. So yeah, so let me, it's hard when she's not napping. I'm telling you, I'm trying to get her. But yeah, she can sit up unassisted now, and I've gotten to witness that, which is definitely a great milestone. She's starting to try to want to crawl. Right now she's pulling herself around, but she's not crawling yet. And she, but yeah, so I might miss those things. And I don't know how women do this. Like, I didn't originally, oh, you burpee. Okay. I didn't originally think I would feel like this. You know, when you're pregnant and you've never had a kid before, you're so idealistic. You think, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and it's going to be like this and it's going to be like that. And you might even have the audacity to give someone else advice on what they should be doing, right? When you know nothing. And then once you have a baby, it's totally different. It's totally different. Let me get Dolly. Here's Dolly. Play with Dolly. It's totally different. Like, it's not what you thought it was going to be, or the lengths. Play with this. Here you go. Give mommy a minute. Normally, I pump and nurse. I like nurse at night, even though I know Michaela at this time, she's not supposed to have to eat at night but she does wake up in the middle of the night, and I tend to nurse her. And then I spend all day pumping and giving her bottles, which is like the worst thing because I hate pumping. I don't know anyone who loves it. You know, people do it out of necessity, but like, I don't know anyone who loves pumping. Like, pumping is like the bane of everyone's existence who does it. And, so whether you're exclusively breastfeeding and returning to work, and so then you have to pump, or whether you were an exclusive pumper or what have you, here she's pulling down on my shirt. Pumping is like the worst. But today I decided to just nurse all day. And I've only ever done that one other day. And it was so much easier. And I was like, why haven't I been doing this? Well, because she, if you remember, she wasn't originally latching well. And then I was always scared that I wasn't giving her enough milk and all of this. So I was always trying to, you know, give her bottles to make sure she was getting enough. But then I was like, wow, I could actually nurse all day. And even after I did it before, I went back to pumping because I had a stash of milk. And, you know, my milk is, I have a refrigerator stash and I have a freezer stash. And the refrigerator milk is only, I've read different things. I've heard it's been six days or 8 days max. But my refrigerator milk, I'm replacing so quickly. I don't use the freezer milk that often. And freezer milk can stay for 6 months. So I don't use that often. Matter of fact, I'm coming up on some milk that has been in there for 5 months, and I'm going to start using that. But I really haven't used freezer milk. So when I give bottles, it's from milk that's refrigerated, and I don't want that to go bad. So that's why I went back to using that and pumping. And then now that I'm getting ready to go back to work, I don't want to not have a refrigerator stash, because refrigerated milk is, I mean, listen, nothing is more nutritious than coming straight out of the breast, but the refrigerator is more nutritious than frozen, because when it's frozen, it like kills off some of the antibodies. But if you warm milk and you overwarm it, that also kills off antibodies. So if you have the refrigerator milk and you overwarm it, when you're warming up milk, if you warm up milk, because some babies will drink cold milk. Michaela doesn't really do cold milk well, but some babies, like, you don't have to warm it for them. You never actually have to warm it for them, but I didn't know that early on, so I used to always warm it, and so she got used to warm milk, so she doesn't really drink cold milk. But anyway, but just, if you can breastfeed all day, it's so much easier. I mean, you don't have to pump, you don't have to do the bottles. Oh my God. I don't know why. I mean, if I had to go back in time and I could tell myself, stick with it, your baby will latch, stick with it, you could probably feed her without pumping, I would have been doing that almost this entire time, guys. I'm be honest, I just didn't know, and I muddled through it like a new mama would. Like, sorry, this is what the noise is. And so this is, here we are. But if I had to do it again or go back in time, I mean, I can't go back in time, but if I ever had to do it again, I know so much more. That's what I'm saying. Like, people, when they're pregnant, they think they know. You don't know. You don't know. I mean, maybe if you already had a kid, you know something, but every baby's different. So it's so hard. You'll be idealistic. You'll say what you would do, what you wouldn't do. I would never. You know, you're looking down on people because you know, like, my baby, you know, shut up. You know nothing until you have one. Until you're in this situation and you're like, baby won't sleep, baby been screaming, baby this, baby that, and you will be like, oh, just stop, I'll give you anything, you know, like, so you don't know. So I am just like dying with the thought of going back to work, ladies. Shout out to all my working moms. There's no words to describe how amazing working moms are, because it's not easy. It's not an easy decision. No one chooses to, like, I want to work to not be with my baby. Okay? It's not the decision. I think most, not all, most working moms would choose to be stay-at-home moms if they could. And the fact that you are out there and you have to leave your baby, and it's heartbreaking. I mean, shout out to everybody. So much respect, because it's not what you want to do. It's not the easy decision. And it's so hard. I mean, not saying staying at home isn't hard. I mean, I've been home. It is definitely difficult. But making the decision to leave her and go back to work and miss things is probably one of the hardest decisions because it is tearing me up. It would be easy for me right now to not that my day-to-day is easy, not that being, staying home is easy, but it would be easier if I just, I wouldn't have this anxiety. I wouldn't have this dread over me if I knew I could just be home with her and make sure she's okay and make her know she's loved and, help her reach. Oh, yeah, she does this, she stopped when I tried to show you, this blowing thing she does, like blowing spit bubbles or whatever, which is actually normal and really cool. I find it funny, but she does it. And it's learning to use her mouth and tongue, which is one of the things for talking. It's great. So it's like, she does that quite a bit now. It's kind of funny, but she'll sit there and like, and blow spit. There you go. Yes, that is what you do now. You show everybody I can be spitty. Yeah, anyway. So I don't discourage it. I actually encourage it because it is apparently how she learns to use her tongue and mouth and her lips or whatever. So getting closer to learning how to talk. So all of the things she does with her mouth, babbling, grunting, she does like a lot of grunting and stuff and babbling, like all great things. I usually try to do it back with her to encourage her to continue it. But but it's be rude once you get older to do that. But anyway, so I just have a lot of emotions right now. I don't know how women do it. I really don't. Like, I just want to quit and stay home with her. I do. I just want to quit, and at least until she's a year. I'm like, can I just stay home with you to make sure to get you through your first words and your first step. I know this first step may happen a little after 12 months, but still, I'm like, can I stay home with you to get through that with you and then go back to work? I could, but then I have to find a new job because my job won't let me stay out that long. And I don't know. I'm just dying here, ladies. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how everyone who's done it. It's amazing because I did not expect to feel like this. I was such a worker bee that I wanted to go back to work. When she was 4, 5, 3 weeks old, and I didn't know what to do. I was like, I want to go back to work because I knew what to do at work. I didn't know what to do with this, and now I'm just like, how can I go back and leave her? How do you do that? How do you go back and leave her? Okay, so that's enough on that. I have no answers. I have no solutions. I'm looking for a pump for work. I don't want to carry my pump back and forth, so I'm looking for a pump for work. I don't know if I want to do the Evie or the Willow. They're for like $400, and there's no return policy. And what if I don't like them? Those are the ones you wear in your bra, wearable pumps, like the ones you can just put on and pump anywhere you're at. I would like a portable pump, but I don't want to spend that type of money on something in case I don't like it or it doesn't remove enough milk. Then I'm stuck with it. I hear they're not, even though you can wear them, they, are going to add some extra padding to your breath. So, I hear that they can be a little, not noticeable, like people who wouldn't know like people may not know you have it on, but someone I know says she feels like, Dolly Parton when she has them on because it her shirt looks all big or whatever. So it wouldn't be the most discreet thing to wear around the office, walking in a meeting and be pumping, I was wondering if you could do it like that, but apparently no, but it is more portable and more convenient than a traditional pump. But we gonna do that again. But it's not something that is gonna be as easily hidden or completely unnoticeable. Like it's unnoticeable, but not completely unnoticeable. Right? Yeah. So anyway, I'm looking for a portable pump. If anyone has any recommendations, let me know, please. Oh, what do you want? You just want to be. Well, napping isn't always the best lately. Here, Dolly. You don't know you and Dolly? No. So anyway, ladies, I was, before I had Michaela, I was talking about you don't need a crib and you don't need a nursery, and I still don't have a nursery. Although I did buy a bunch of nursery furniture because I would like to set up a room for her one day. I'm trying to keep her in the room with me for the first year. But I'm be honest, I'm already ready for her to have her own room. So what I wanted to show you was her crib, which you just saw a little bit in the background. I just bought her a crib. We put it together. It is pink, and it's now in our room. She has a whole slew of nursery furniture that matches this. I bought a dresser, nightstand, chest of drawer, bookcase. I bought the toddler rail and the full-size conversion kit for this crib. So let me show you. So last night she slept in it, and it was one of the better nights she had. I wasn't sure whether it was going to be, but it was one of the better nights. She slept. She woke up once, but the nights before that, she was waking up 3, 4, 5 times a night, back to almost. Now I can't even say back to being a newborn, because she didn't do that when she was a newborn. She slept through the night. As a newborn, I used to have to wake her up to feed her. I didn't have these sleep problems. These sleep problems started at 4 months with her 4-month regression. And then, we're going through leap 5 currently. And she's teething, even though she doesn't have any teeth poking through. So that's where all that came from. I'm trying to hopefully settle her a little bit. So I can finish talking to you guys. So let me show you her crib. It's like you can't take your eye off of them for a second. And she is being fussy. She wants me to pick her up. So she can now kind of reach for me too, which is kind of cute and endearing, but also it's like she does it all the time, all day, like reaching for me. If she's with my husband, she's still reaching for me. Okay, Michaela. Okay. Shh. Can you play with your toys like a big girl? Can you play? You don't need mommy right this second, do you? Here's your music. Let me show her a little music-y thing. Do that. Play with that for like a couple of minutes. So anyway. So let me show you the crib. So Michaela was spending a lot of time in my bed, something I never thought I would do. I did not want a baby in my bed because it's dangerous. But, when you breastfeed, people think it's easier. And it is to some extent. But I also didn't, I also sleep better when she's not in my bed. And she wasn't sleeping great in my bed. Michaela is a stomach sleeper. I don't know if your baby is a stomach sleeper. Maybe all babies are. I don't know. But Michaela is. And so I wanted a mattress that was going to be conducive for that. So we bought a breathable mattress, a Newton brand mattress, breathable, where if the baby has their face in it, if their stomach down, they have their face. They're sleeping on the face. Like Michaela would actually have her face like flat against the bed. It was always kind of nerve-wracking. I just assumed she's old enough she can move her head, but I went ahead and got this breathable mattress and crib and sheets. Now, you're not supposed to need sheets for this mattress, but I didn't think the mattress, the feel of the material was so comfortable that I didn't want to have a sheet on. And I think she should be able to breathe through the sheet, just a little thin sheet. So, but let me just show you the crib. You can see it's very girly. It's a light blush pink. This is a sleep white noise machine and does some other sounds. Although I usually do it on my Amazon Echo, but I'll do both. I'll run both at the same time because this is closer to her head, and I like it to be like right there, so she has the noise, the sound right there, the white noise as well. But this is the crib. I have a laundry basket in a way. Let me move that. There you go. So you see, it's just I don't know if you can really see the pink, but this is it. It is from a company called Evolur, Evolur, and it's the Aurora, like the princess. It's like a princess collection. Aurora, like what's Aurora? A-U-R-O-R, I don't know. So Google Aurora. I know it's A-U-R-O-R-A, I believe it is. So there's a whole line of furniture in this, and this is the crib. Now the dresser and the nightstand, they actually have crystal, or not crystal, they're not really crystal, but little crystal like knobs on them, so it's like really cute. But this is this, and it has this like bow detail here, and then also again here. And then, it's really pretty. I didn't, that's nice and all, but I really cared about getting her a mattress that was comfortable as opposed to the pack and play, because the pack and play mattress is very thin and did not seem comfortable. And she was always, when she turned around or turned over on her bed, often what would happen is that she would, it would make like this weird like sound, because it was a very thin mattress that's kind of like, here you go. Look at her acting up. You see, look, everybody here see you acting up. She's also sitting up by herself, guys. But look everybody watching you act up. Like, people watch her act up. She doesn't care. So I wanted to get something that I thought she'd be comfortable in sleeping all night. So let me show you the mattress really quickly. Now look how thick this mattress is. You see? It's a pink, also pink mattress, but it's this thick. It's not super hard. A lot of times infant mattresses are super hard. This is the brand. It's called Newton. It's a Newton Baby Breathable. I don't know if you could see the material, but I thought that would be a little hard. You could take the cover off and wash it. And so you aren't supposed to have to use a sheet, and you're supposed to be able to breathe right through the mattress. So you're not supposed to have to use a sheet, but I chose to put a sheet on it. And on the Newton website, they actually do sell sheets, but their sheets are a little pricey. This mattress is a $300 mattress. It's ridiculous. I think it's way too much for a baby mattress, but at the time of buying it, I got 20% off, so it's like $60. I don't know if that makes it worth it or not, but if she'll sleep all night, I'm like, all right, maybe that'll be better. Now, what she was sleeping on, I'll show you quickly, was this. I've shown this to you before, this pack and play. This is where she had been sleeping. And look at the difference in the mattress. This has a sheet on it right now, but look how thin the mattress is. You see how it's like, what, an inch thick, if that, maybe an inch, and every time she'd move, it'd make like, if you're moving on it, it makes this sound, and so I think it would wake her up. So switched it out, and then also I still have it too high. It needs to be lowered. The mattress on the pack and play, I still have it like in the bassinet. You think you can stand up? I still have it on the bassinet height, which is too high, especially given that she can sit up unassisted now. And it needs to be lowered, but I did not want to lower it all the way down. When you lower the pack and play mattress, it's like, let me show you really quickly. It would be all the way down here. It would be down here, almost on the floor. Because at the end of the day, this is a playpen. And, you know, for standing up and all of that when she can and playing with her toys, that's fine. But for sleeping, I just didn't think that that was great. And I know plenty of people use a pack and play as their main as their main bed instead of a crib. You okay now? Is it gonna be better? A lot of people use a pack and play instead of a crib, and so I understand that, and I was on board with that. But then sleeping wise, it just found she wasn't sleeping well in it. She wasn't sleeping well at all. And I'm not saying this mattress is going to be the end all, but last night she was her first night in it, and she slept so much better than she had been. So much better. So much better. So, what do you? Yes, let's eat. Let's eat, Mama's here. Let's eat it. So anyway, ladies, as she sits here and does this, which is crazy, that's really what I wanted to show you and kind of give you an update about getting ready to go back to work. I'm actually having the nanny start. She's supposed to start on Monday, and quite frankly, it is depressing me. I don't want her here. I don't want her in my space. And she's supposed to start on Monday so Michaela can get used to her. And I'm like, I don't want someone else in my space. You know, it'd be okay if it was like a family member or a friend, but I don't want this person there. So I'm trying not to give off that vibe. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for Michaela. But like, it is stressing me out so much. So much. Just want to say about with your baby, I'm sure other people have babies that grab their hair. You know, hair can cut you. So I try when I take my hair out of her hand, I try not to just yank it out. I try to do it more. I try. Sometimes she has a death grip on it. I try to do it more gently because you can cut yourself on hair. And I would hate to cut her hand just on that, even though she's like just constantly trying to eat it right now. So yeah, ladies. So that's the gist. That's where I'm at now. Just did the crib thing. All right, you doing too much. But I hope to update you next week. Like I said, the woman will be here, and we'll start getting used to Michaela, and Michaela getting used to her. No one's ever going to do it like I'm going to do it. I mean, I think that's how we all feel. So, no one's ever going to do for your baby like you would do for your baby. So, I don't know. I'm so not ready and not happy about this. We definitely all need a year. The U.S. is the worst country for maternity leave. You know, you need at least a year. And most other countries, even developing countries, understand that. Like the U.S. treats mothers like machines, and yeah, we're amazing and all that, but you know, you need time with your baby. You need time to heal your body. You need time to heal your mind. You need time to heal your whole being, your soul, everything after this. And you want time to bond. You want to be there for the baby. 3 months, 12 weeks, that is most common, is so not long enough. And I have had my job gets 7 months, and I don't even think that's long enough. I know it's a lot better than most, so I should be happy about that. But a year, and listen, even if I had a year, at the end of the year, I'd probably still be, you can see the drool all over my shirt. I'd probably still be really sad to go, but I'd feel like I could talk to her, and maybe she'd be at a different place. She'll still be baby, but getting to be more of a toddler. But right now, it's just, I don't know. But anyway, I'll let you know how things go with the ladies starting next week, and I will continue to update. I'll talk to you soon.